This is Revample IM, your gateway to original content, inspiring other developers to build from the ground up, only on Spotify.
Okay, Mr. Ghostbunch here. This is the third episode of Revample IM, and we are doing a very special episode today, kind of an homage to Ghostbusters Afterlife, a prequel to kind of like a side quest to the movie that's based in Summerville, Oklahoma, and we're trying to create like this kind of like, this evil spirit. It's actually a little girl. And the prequel is all about, I created this prequel. It has a little song. I wrote a little song at the end, and I haven't actually done the song yet, but I can't wait to try to get on the guitar after I do a little bit of this. And so anyways, it starts out, and she's having this premonition, and she's following this shadowy figure around, and she doesn't know if the shadowy figure is a spirit that is in need, or if it is a warning that she's in danger. And anyway, so I circled the part that says if she's in danger. And whenever I circle something in my notes, that means it's important. And in my notes, whenever I write things down, I label them with an RP or an RE. And RP stands for reverse program, and the RE would stand for reverse engineer. And so the reprogram is what I gave this. We're going to go through all these notes, and we're going to talk about all the little notes I gave them. So all the little labels and everything. So if, she could reprogram, that intuition that she was having about, whether or not she was in danger, I thought that would be important, like I said, because it's kind of like her subconscious trying to tell her something. So I just thought it'd be cool to kind of go over that kind of stuff. And the second part, she goes to the mines, the Shandorian mines, which Ivan Shandorian built. Ivan Shandorian amassed a cult following of at least 1,000 followers, and the Shandorian curse was why the mines closed down, because all the miners started jumping one by one to their deaths, committing suicide. And anyway, so I guess she goes to the mines to see, like, if anything bad has happened there. I mean, she could have friends who are there who might need her help. She goes there for some reason, and she starts feeling guilty about going there. And I put that as a reverse program. Obviously, again, that's her intuition. And I know I just heard a lot of stuff about guilt in general. If humans actually felt guilty about doing anything, then they wouldn't do the stupid shit they do all the time. And it's like, maybe she doesn't feel guilty enough to turn around and go the other direction. But as we get to the third part, there's like 6 parts of this little comic here. As we get to the third part, she starts remembering about the curse. So she's probably just getting more and more scared. And I have that down as a reverse engineer, which I think I got it backwards, but because it says there's 2 parts, so I'm pretty sure I got all my stuff just dislabeled right now, but we'll continue because I can't fix it now. So anyways, it says that she starts remembering the curse, and so again, I see all these reprogram notes, and it's like she's trying to tell herself, like, stay the fuck away from these fucking mines. So, and then in the 4th part, something bad happens to her, and she says she can't see herself, but she feels pain. And then it goes on to say that she sat there looking at her. So she's like, she's in the dark, and she can't, it's so dark in that area, in the mines, that she can't see herself, but she feels this pain. And and she's looking at herself. At first I wanted to turn like a flashlight on, but then I thought it'd be cool if like maybe her eyes were glowing and she was starting to transform into this demonic spirit. And she's just kind of like looking at herself. And then she starts singing this song. It's probably during some type of transition between life and death. But she starts singing this song. And while she starts singing, the selenium probably starts oozing out of the floors. And to her, the selenium feels like really good on her legs, because her legs are really, I guess if you haven't figured that out, her legs are the thing that's in pain because she like trips and falls. And her legs, she's like looking at herself and her legs are in pain, but she sings, and this selenium, it comforts her. And at the same time, I guess I'm going to go ahead and ruin the whole thing. At the same time, so I guess I have to explain it further. There's like some sort of rock has fallen on her legs. And I imagine that there's this evil miner who is cursed by the Shandorian curse. And he's like sawing off her legs. And she's singing this song while the selenium is oozing out, comforting her while she's getting her legs sawn off. And she's like looking at herself. And I guess the idea is that she can become like a really evil demonic spirit in the town. And I don't know how that would play out. But I just thought it'd be cool to try and do something cool. The lyrics to the song, you guys know by now how I write music. So it says, what you would have been before I saw what I saw. I was trying to crawl off somewhere, all while they were torn as it was a ghost, and it was a ghost that has taken my legs. I don't know. I might have to work on it a little bit, but you guys will hear. I kind of write in a random. My music sounds pretty cool. I like my music actually. Pretty, ghastly hippie music or something. So I guess we'll read we're gonna move on to the next parts.
Before I saw what I saw, when I was trying to crawl off somewhere in all while, they were tearing them off, they were torn. What could you have been but with a ghost that had taken my legs? Before I saw what I saw, when I was trying to crawl off somewhere in all while, they were tearing them off, they were torn. What could you have been but with a ghost that had taken my legs?
In my sleep I am not able to wake, and I am looking, trying to find for a shadow or a figure I know that it wants to be found, but I can't yet tell if it is a spirit in need or if I am in danger. The earth is shaking, and I hear screams coming out of the open of the mines. They might still be alive, and I have to see for myself if the open is still there. When I arrive, I see the opening. I feel guilty about coming, and I decide to try and warn whoever could be there. The corridor was shut off to the temple, the one temple that miners jumped to their insane death one by one from the Shandorian curse. Between me and the dead end, I couldn't hear a thing, so I decided to leave. I was in a hurry, and I tripped and fell. It was so dark after that. I couldn't see myself, but I felt pain. I sat there looking at myself for some time, chanting something that seemed like a familiar song. As I sang, the bottom of the wall began to give out to a slithery substance. I couldn't stop singing.
As I was searching for them, I remembered. I found the one I didn't need, but just the one anyway. After all, I wouldn't be as much if I were without another. Goddamn ghosts without fucking legs.
Thank you all for tuning in to Revample IM. The gateway has its remnants. I hear voices, nasty things, people getting themselves out. Good riddance.